welcome to COS IndyCar Championship powered by Garage 61. Garage 61 is the #1 app for telemetry and lap times on iRacing. Get your account set up with Garage 61 at www.garage61.net today. And along with me is Ben.
Good evening, John. Good evening,
Raleigh, actually, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good evening, John. Good evening, race fans. This should be a blockbuster. What a spot for your opening round. The famous Sebring International Raceway in Florida.
Yeah. And
Circuit is 5.2 miles in length.
The
Sebring has been running for over 70 years, and the circuit opened up in 1950 after it was used as an airfield in World War II. Now it's a race circuit, and that's the best use of an airfield, if you ask me, John.
Oh yeah, and it's actually surprising they actually made it from an airfield to a racetrack. Actually,
yeah, they did. They did indeed.
Yep.
This should be fantastic. What a great circuit for round one this is.
Yeah. So currently, track temp is 32 Celsius, and altitude for racetrack is at 19 meters, if I'm reading that right.
Yep, you are indeed.
And
the weather looks good.
Yeah, so, actually, no. So the temperature was actually the track temp, 32. Air temp is 25 Celsius with 71% of humidity, with partly cloudy and 21 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, the 21 kilometers an hour is wind. I wonder if that's a headwind or a tailwind. A tailwind would make these things interesting, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we've got a graphic up. Let's get some cars on track.
Yep. And that's... This is Paul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Paul's had a spin there. He's a good driver, Paul. He performed well in these last year in the IndyCar series that we did on Assetto Corsa. Very good driver, Paul. Pimmy is actually setting the early pace at 141. Is that 0.5 it says there at the top of the timesheets?
For the top...
The top time for practice at the moment.
Yep,
141.
Yep, 141.41 was the fastest lap time.
All right, Pim's setting the early pace then. The carrot that dangles for everybody else.
And currently, Pim is actually in pits currently. And this is just practice right now before qualifying. And with this, we are doing 3 qualifying laps alone, if I remember right, as well. And the qualifying is only 10 minutes. And then there's a little 5 minutes gap between the qualifying and race.
Yep, I believe that's right. Sounds good to me, John.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the drivers only have 200 seconds worth of company pass during the race to use at their own discretion. So when it's gone and it's not coming back. Oh, Mike Rosier sets up the fastest lap, the first one into the 40s there. That looks to me like.
Yeah. 140.765.
Yeah, that's a great looking car he's in as well. I like that. Very smart looking machine. These things are wicked quick. They only have 6 gears, but they are wicked fast, aren't they? And they do have a lot more aerodynamic than you would expect.
Yeah.
And their setups are open, so you can chop and change what you like. That's how you see fit. But that's a good lap from Mike.
Oh, it's gone round Mike. And track temperature is rising quite. I said 32 Celsius last time, right? It's 34 now.
Yep, a few laps been put down the track to come up a bit.
Yep.
And still 5 drivers there that I can see have yet to set a lap. We got Anthony, Tim, and who's Mr. Atkinson? What's his first name?
Willie Atkinson.
Yeah, they 3 are on out laps at the moment.
Yep. And we just got one more joined in, and that was David Johnson.
Yeah, David Johnson. Now, we did a test at Navarra last week, and he was blindingly fast.
Yeah.
But the race didn't work out for him, so we'll see what tonight brings for Mr. Johansson.
Who was that we just saw sliding backwards? into the
I'm
crowd?
not sure, but I did clock that as well.
Oh, that was perfect timing. All right, let's see what the mix TV mix gives us.
It's Simon Mannion here hurtling towards it. Looks like the hairpin. It's going to be one of the probably the most popular overtaking spot of the night, I would imagine, John.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cars get through all the other corners so fast.
So I am kind of wondering what kind of downforce they're using right now. Do you might know? Any thoughts about it?
I would go for medium because there's a lot of medium speed corners, or maybe medium to high. I wouldn't run like a Monaco full on, throw everything up sort of set. Whoa, someone in a yellow car just smashed the wall there.
Tom Van Der.
Tom Van Der Pasch.
Oh,
Yeah, Tom
oh,
Van
so
Der
I
Pasch
was
is at
actually
the
pretty
moment.
close on the last part.
You were. Push the pass, Van Der Pasch.
Yeah.
Back on the Paul, he was going quite well. Some of these last week at that test showed unbelievable pace. My eyes were watering. How fast they were and how close together they all were as well. And the race was fantastic too. There was battles everywhere. We needed 5 or 6 different cameras to pick everything up.
Yeah.
It was just relentless.
Yeah, there's a lot of actions right now throughout the whole track during practice. I was about to say qualifying, but it's not qualifying yet.
Not just yet. Not just yet. A bit keen there, John. A bit keen. I like it though. Right, who's this we're on board with here? I don't have a name. In a purple car.
This would be Nigel.
Nigel.
Yeah,
Nigel Honeyger, yeah. He went really well last week. Nice and steady, consistent.
Oh yeah. So those of you who don't know, the background numbers for position and their car numbers are actually their team colors. The ones that is gray, they are not in teams. So right now there's only 3 cars that's not in any teams.
Okay.
And what we're looking at is sim racing grid. May need to adjust some of the boxes, especially for this track where the track is brighter versus darker.
Yeah, you wonder with the track temperature going up and how sensitive the alternate tyres are, the faster tyres, how fast they might melt. Because during the race they've got to do a full stint on those at some point.
And here's the thing, we're not even noon yet. And the track temp's still going to go up. If I remember right, the highest that we got in doing the 12 hours was 40 Celsius about.
I think, yeah, that sounds about right to me. There's a bit of side-by-side action going into the final corner here. Nigel just yields the position.
Yeah.
That's what I liked about Nigel. He didn't do anything crazy. He just kept going at his own pace and ran his own race.
Yep. And practice is also a good way to gauge on other drivers with their own setups and also try out some side-by-side actions as well.
Pim managed to take the fastest lap again, up into P1, 140.3.
And
so they're slugging it out. Pim and Mike are slugging it out for the fastest lap for practice. And still waiting on 5 or 6 drivers to set a lap. That'll give us a better indication of what's going on. Dan McFarlane, who was impressive last week in Spain, he's the fastest runner on the primary tyres, the harder of the two, and he's almost a second off the pace. See what happens when he puts the red wheels on. This Nigel, he's caught up to somebody here. I'm not sure who. They're both purple and white cars, so it's not very descriptive.
Yeah, let's see.
Simon.
And
Simon.
Simon, yeah.
Simon had a steady run last week. He'll grow into this, Simon. I'd like to see him do well. He's a really nice man.
Now let's go ahead and bring up the track map.
Maverick Matty's on a lap, is he? Let's see what Matty's lap is. He's on the red wheel tyres, so this could be a flyer for him.
Yep, he's about to finish his first hot lap. And P3 for Maddie Lee.
Straight into the 40s. It's at 40.8. Dizzy Haskell just behind him. James there rocks up P4 and a 41.5. The top three have a little bit of a gap to the drivers behind. Drivers behind, maybe a slight little mistake or a tweak or two. I'm feeling for the car, but they'll come good. They'll get there. It was impressively close last week, and it looks like it's going to be really, really close again this week. Just imagine a lot of drivers enjoy racing around here. I enjoy Sebring, John. Do you enjoy going around here?
It is quite challenging, but it is fun at the same time too. But yeah.
Sector 1, after turn 1, it gets very technical very quickly. It gets quite narrow, and your lines have to be on point. But it is when you get the lap right, it feels good. It is a great place to race. They race all sorts of different series here. Dizzy is going again, looks to me like. Completely purple car. Lovely.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's quite a bit of cars that uses purple as their main livery color. But James actually said gold for the team color for the SDK overlay.
Okay. So you got Maverick Matty, James Haskell, and Josh Pullier in a team.
Yep.
Okay.
And also, I just sent you a DM if you need a look better detail of live timing as well.
That's okay, mate. That should be absolutely fine like that. Do you know how many drivers we've got? How many drivers are here? To me, about
how many drivers right now?
Drivers. Yeah.
Let's see. So you're not signed up as a driver this time, right?
No, I am not. Oh, someone's had a massive smash.
Oh, Jasper.
Did you see? Yeah, he had a big smash. His front tire was off.
So it looks like 18 drivers right now that signed up. 3 of them don't have times yet.
Okay. So they've got 20 minutes for anyone else who's interested in joining to come and get involved. Oh, there's Jasper's crash. Yeah, let's have a look at that. I've never seen a front tyre fold in like that. Off the rear at the final corner. Oh, yeah, that's death. I'm surprised his head remains attached to his shoulders there.
Oh, his rear just slid out from him.
His rear didn't like that at all. Great replay, by the way. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I keep on forgetting. The transmission, I forgot to switch that out. I need to
I don't know if it's me problem, but I can't really hear the cars.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just using the virtual camera to share it to you.
Okay, mate, that's fine.
Yeah, so that you get the overlays and so on from it.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool.
So
really close again. Looks really, really close. I mean, some of them are even on the white-walled alternative tyres, and they're still in the mix.
All right, Diet Peach Fanta said, #1 Catcher fan right here. Mike Rose message on chat as well. Go off constantly, go. Mike.
Someone ran a little bit wide there.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I need to keep on doing, keep on forgetting. After coming out of the replays, I have to click on crash if I am focused on crash already.
Someone was running a lovely West McLaren livery on their car that I clocked. I didn't see who it was, but I did see the livery. And yeah, that is livery of the series for me. God love Hakkinen. He was one of the best. Absolutely phenomenal driver. We'll not talk about David Coulthard. We'll pretend that just didn't happen.
Yep. Helen is going into pit. Yep.
This is a chance to make changes if you're not happy with something. Whoa, that was close. I thought Jasper was going to go up the back of the yellow car there.
Oh, wow. Oh!
Whoa, someone did die.
And that's Josh Pauly.
Oh, it's a fast corner that as well. He'll come out. Whoa, someone else is in the wall. There's another yellow car in the wall.
Oh, he was pushing to the limit there.
Yeah, full throttle on the curb. I think the curb just threw the car away. There's another crash after that. Someone in another yellow car had binned it.
It looked like it was
There we go. There's that
Andy.
car. Who's that? Tim Brown. Tim Brown, livery of the series, sir. That's also a good livery. The Buzzing Hornets from the mirror. Oh, that was a gentle crash. I thought because I saw the rear wheel fly up, I thought it was a heavier crash than that. Yeah, Tim wins livery. That's beautiful. Love to see it. Retro F1 liveries.
Yep.
Oh, he's
and
gone
there
off.
goes Tim, as you were speaking about it, and that was actually Tim with that livery.
Yep. That's a rear wing change. That's happened to a few drivers in there where the rear just disagrees completely with the tractor just goes and they don't get the power down.
Yeah, it looks like he put down a little bit too much gas. It did went up another Celsius for track time, and it's going to keep on going. Oh, Matt Lee almost got right into Paul.
Yeah, that was nearly an incident. Matty did well to avoid that one. Paul lives to fight another day. Matty bails to the pits.
Yep. Oh, that was a good catch. Josh Pauly is the only one that I have not set time on practice, but it doesn't really matter too much on him because it's not going to be their qualifying positions.
Yeah, it's just entered last 50. Maverick's gone round again. He's okay there, I think. Yeah,
Matt Lee probably just went out the pits a little bit too hot.
Yeah, forgot about the cold boots. Oh, someone's binned it in the pits. Who's that? Tim.
That's going out of the pit lane, actually.
What a strange place to have an incident there. I wonder what happened. Let's have a look at that. There we go. Replay.
Let's get his...
I mean, it all looks good at this point.
Oh, just put down too much gas coming out of the pits.
Right. Oh, how bizarre. That's something I'd do, though. Honestly, that would be me. I mean, I'd do 0 to 60 in these cars in about 3 weeks.
And we do have another driver that's joining in as well right now, and that's Peter Sani. And that leads us to 19 cars now.
Okay, here comes Danny McFarlane. Really impressive last week. Really, it couldn't have gone any better for him. He drove really well. Hoping for a strong showing here tonight as one of the favourites actually to be up on the front, towards the front.
Yeah. Also, just want to give everyone a heads up that is watching the stream. If the stream ends up getting cut off, that's probably due to I'm losing power on my side, as it did rain earlier in my area and it's now snowing, so some ice and snow might be catching onto the power lines and so on.
Yeah, Danny just ran a bit wide there, and the driver followed him off the track. There's some good little squabbles going on in practice here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little bit of one-upsmanship going on, John. What do you think?
I'm not sure. But Josh Pauly is actually...
There's someone else joined there. Can you make that name out? I can't see that.
That's Peter Sani.
Peter Sani. Okay.
Yeah.
He did really well last week also.
And that was not his clean lap, or that was his out lap. But let's...
He might have.
Yeah, let's stay on board with him.
So nice and bonny. This is what I mean about Sector 1 being so technical, how much it tightens up.
Yeah.
The traffic in front of us hopefully won't be a factor. But yeah, when you come out of those corners, the track opens up and then it narrows and then it opens. It's absolutely brilliant. You've got to be aware at all times. Around the hairpin. It's all nice and bonny up to this point for Josh. Lines are good, rest of the points are good. cars bumping up and down a lot. Does this count as a road race, or is it a purpose-built track? Because it's very bumpy.
Well,
Purpose-built tracks are nice and smooth,
yeah,
aren't they?
that's a good question because I think it's mostly using the actual old track, the actual old layout, I think, of the airport.
Right, okay.
That's my guess, but these track surfaces are quite old, I can tell. As you can see, there's like crack fillers on track.
Oh gosh, yeah, they've had the Unibond, that's it.
Yeah.
Here comes Josh. What's last corner to the gate now? It's all been nice and bonnet to this point. Here he comes. Let's see what his lap looks like. I don't think he's invalidated. I don't think he went off.
No, he haven't. I noticed. And just
Straight to the
Paulie
top.
took
Wow.
Wow. And now
It's
Paul
not Paul.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he nearly lost the rear. Did you see that there?
Yeah.
Straight to P1. What's that? Is that a 140 flat? 140
look,
zero.
almost 140 flat. 140.08.
Wow. Be good to know how much push to pass
Yeah.
he was using for that.
Fastest.
Push to pass is unlimited in the practice sessions. It's when you get to quality in the races,
Yeah.
it's limited.
So that last lap, that I can tell right now, fastest sector is 6 and 7 and probably 1. But that on that lap, as well, his sector 1 was actually the fastest again.
Wow. That's a hell of a lap.
Yeah. And for this track, there is 7 sectors.
Right, okay. So
Yep.
you've got Josh, Matty and Dizzy in the top 6 as one team. Pim and Mike are going to want a bit of support from their teammates. Johansson, McFarlane and Honegger are in the top 8, so it's quite close with the team aspect of it as well.
Yeah.
Obviously this is just practice, but pace-wise, everyone's really close again. Eye-watering.
And we actually do have another driver that's joined in, Julian Altena.
Altena, is that what that says?
I think so, yeah.
Altena. Julian Altena. What flag's that? Is that Netherlands?
That's a good question.
I'll give us a clue as to what we're looking at.
Yeah. Or it could be,
Okay, we're on board with
Is
Paul.
it-
Paul's going to get a nice tow from whoever he's chasing after here.
yeah.
I wonder when you're following closely how bad the dirty air affects these cars. Because obviously up the back, the
Yeah.
back straight, you'll get a massive tow up towards the final corner. But it's getting up to that point, how much dirty air you might
Yeah.
cost you some aerodynamic performance in the cars.
And that's the
That was
question
nice.
too. Like, what? It depends on what downforce they use. It kind of
Yeah.
looks like they're using similar downforce amount at least.
Okay, oh look, it's like Davis Stanley's joined us. He's managed
Yep.
to make it. Nice one, Davis. Good to see you. He joined us for the M2 series we just did recently. He won it actually, Davis. Did really, really well. Performed.
Yeah.
Really well.
If I read it right, he won the championship actually for that,
did.
right?
He did indeed. He drove really, really well. Hopefully it can go well in the IndyCars as well.
But Indy cars is a different discipline because it's an open wheel formula
Yeah,
versus
God,
a
yeah.
sports car.
absolutely. Completely different discipline. But the aim is always to go as fast as you can.
Yep. And
Okay.
let's say Peter Sani is on his first lap. This might, I just remember actually, I don't think it counts its first out lap as, oh, it does actually, okay. So he got into
144.
17th. Yeah.
That's okay. You'll have more pace to go. It's good to get one lap in, then you've got a banker that you can work on.
Yeah.
We've got roughly 10 minutes of practice left. Nearly everybody's been on the red tyres at some point. There's James Haskell who's been on the primary tyres, the white walled. And he's up into P6. That's a great effort on the white wall boots.
Yeah. And we're on a drone right now, seems like.
Could well be right. Man, this bodes well for the race. The speeds that we're seeing here. Not too many crashes. Some had little moments, but this is the time to get all that sort of thing out of the way, ready for quality in the race.
Yeah. And it looked like Tim Brown had a moment, but let's wait and see. Currently, he's not doing the best laps sectors right now.
Yep, it looks to me that with Mr. Altena joining us, we've got a full 20-car grid. Am I right with that, John?
Huh? Let's see. 21 cars.
21, wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic turnout. Of course, there's 10 minutes for some of the other drivers who've signed up to jump in real quick. There's a bit of a battle going on down the start-finish straight there. Looks like there's 3 cars in close battle to me. One of them being your current P1, if that graphic's to be believed. Yeah, Josh. And didn't quite make out who the other car was there. Is that Matty? Is he chasing after Matt?
Can't really tell at the moment. It's another. Yeah, that's Matt actually.
Yeah.
And he's going. He's coming out hot too. And behind Josh right now is Peter as well.
Yeah, so this is going to help Peter a lot because Matty and Josh, obviously on pace, and 2 of the fastest drivers. They're actually gaining on somebody, so there's going to be a 4-way dance here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to help Peter a lot, learn a lot from the drivers ahead. Oh, we've got an incident here.
Yeah, Andy went out.
Andy Hayes had a moment. Let's have a little look to see. Yeah, I just caught to the grass, went in too quick.
Yeah.
Back on
And
track, no harm, no foul.
yeah.
It looked like someone else was off behind him. Oh, he's off the circuit again.
And I think he's just trying to get a clean section.
Yeah, just letting people go past him. The 3, sorry, Josh, Matty, and Peter, just letting them go.
Yep.
But again, just going back to what I was saying, this is going to help Peter a lot following these 2 around because these 2 are 2 of the faster ones that will hit the front almost every race week, you would imagine.
Yeah. And we will be coming down to about 5 minutes left of practice.
Okay, this is short.
Yeah.
This is short time. James has gone to the soft tyres and he's on an outlap. He's on the red wall boots, so we'll see what pace he's got now. He's still the top 6 on the harder tyres is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And now he's on the red wheels. He's gonna have a go at this, I would have thought.
And if this is going to be the point where we might end up getting some drivers just taking breaks before qualifying to recuperate their energy before they really have to push hard for fastest times.
Altena goes straight into P12 there. That's a good effort from him on his first run. Oh, is that Matty getting a little sideways there?
That was Peter, sorry, almost spun behind.
Wow. Well, he did well to keep that. On board in Milan, he went really well last week in the practice.
And Mike Rose right now. Huh?
A good collection of drivers. Everyone's really good to watch.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's committed. The commitment in the last corner is outrageous. I mean, that's one of the few corners that will frighten me, quite frankly. I brake a lot earlier than they do. A lot earlier.
But Josh Pauly would still got the fastest right now in practice. And Mike Rose is trying to push as hard as possible with the push to pass.
Yeah, he's getting a nice and bonny P4. Yep, so he might be using his push to pass to get a run over the start finish for this lap. Okay,
and currently, David Stanley have not got on track yet.
Nigel Honeyger just popped up there.
I think I think he's having a little bit of issues because his
Peter went quick. Peter's up to 11th, and Nigel just went ahead of him into P10. But and the gaps between them aren't massive at all.
Yeah.
Where Davis keeps appearing and reappearing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying
that.
too. I wonder if he's having issues right now. Which actually, let me go
He's
in
on
the
track. He should be on track.
Oh, that's different. Oh yeah, I forgot about the overlay. The new overlay on the Discord. What car number is David's?
17.
17? Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's having a ping issues for sure.
Okay.
So it could be just because of the ping right now.
Yep. We're just watching Andy Hayes come round.
Oh!
He vacated the circuit
Andy
there
just
momentarily.
nearly cutting that.
Yep. He's got Will Atkinson just behind him. Oh, Will not taking the wider line that everyone else has been using.
And there goes Andy.
It says Willie Atkinson off constantly. What? What?
That's a team name.
Oh.
And
Okay.
side by side between the primaries and alternates. Those of you who don't know, red tires is actually alternates and non-red tires is primaries.
Yeah, the alternates are the quicker of the two, but will degrade quicker.
And they
Just a
are,
minute and a half. Oh,
yeah. And the alternates are not being used for ovals as well.
okay. That last minute or so to go to get the
Oh.
last bits of prep done. Here comes Jasper. Oh, he's gone on a little tour off the circuit.
Just kept it together, but as he probably know that he messed up his lap right there. I think that was him that slowed down. I didn't really catch it.
Right. He did well to keep hold of that, because once these things go off track, it's very hard to get them back.
Yeah.
Oh, Simon had a spin there.
Yeah.
Yep. He'll collect that. He'll be okay there. Oh, is he returning to pits? Yep, return to pits. Alright, final minute.
Yep.
Not long left now. Andy Haynes has been on track the whole time, feels like to me. Pat Jordan's been going all day long. Oh, Jasper's gone off again. Oh, the damage his rear wing. Oh, we'll see.
Just a little bit too much gas, or he might have just done that for fun.
The incident seems to be happening at the same one or two corners that's just catching some people out.
Yeah.
And that just about wraps up practice. Matty Lee, has he gone for one last flyer, I wonder? Oh, well, he'll be back in out of that one. He's cooked his boots.
Yep.
Oh, who's having a massive smash? Julian Altena, did you see that there?
Yeah.
That car looked like it was going to turn into a transformer. Everything fell off.
And I won't be able to look back as we are switching over to qualifying.
Righto. Josh Pulley setting the pace there.
Yeah.
Let's see what...
Yeah. Also, currently track temp is 36 now as we accelerated to 12:30 p.m.
But Dan McFarlane straight out. Who's this? Tim Brown also straight out for quality. Now the drivers have 2 laps only. Set the fastest. Oh, Tim's gone off already. Oh, cold boots, Tim. Cold boots. Nice and gentle. You wonder if, because there's a 10-minute window, if some might just hold back.
Yeah. So my guess,
Oh, is this?
my
Tom's
guess
gone-
would
Tom's
be
got a-
that Josh would be one of the tops at least, top 5.
Oh, Nigel's had a spin. There's a few had a spin coming out of on the outlap here. Really
Yeah.
unusual.
So the thing is, the temperature spiked up so much as well, and just doing this for
Oh, I
Yep.
like best car, that black Mercedes. That's a lovely looking livery. Okay, so a lot of cars are out on track here. We'll get the times in as and when they arrive. But there's several gone out already.
Yeah.
I
And
thought one or two might be pulled back a few minutes.
oh, you know what? Just thinking about this, it's gonna be super hot on the race for sure. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
Simon Mannions lost his rear wing there. He's just smashed
Yeah.
into the wall.
I'm guessing we're going to get up to about 40 Celsius.
Yeah, I mean, can the primary tyres, the harder tyres, even cope with that on a one stop? We'll soon see.
I don't know.
Because I know one or two drivers are chatting that this is a two-stop. It's a 34 lap race, but some were saying this could be a two-stopper. So we'll wait and see what the temperature does and what the tyres.
Yeah, that's
how badly
why.
they fall away.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, track temperature is certainly an area for concern for a good few of them. Right, we should be getting some times in really soon.
Yeah. And there are drivers that is just started their first lap now.
Okay.
So let's focus on, let's see. Let's focus on Dan as he is the closest one right now.
Yeah, I think he was the first one out.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
so
is.
he's coming into sector 2. Looks to me like.
Currently,
Nice
he
and bonny
is
so far.
fastest, yeah.
Yep, nice and bonny. Good driver. Enjoyed his performance last week. Really impressive.
Just 2 seconds to go. He's purple on all of them right now.
Oh, did he go too far over the curb there to you?
No, it won't count as an incident because that you can really take that curb.
Right, you can have all 4 wheels off it.
Yep, onto the curb basically.
Right. Okay. Well.
Sector
see what his
6
time
is
looks
purple.
like.
That's going to be pole positions for sure. No one else have gotten purple on any sectors yet.
Okay. What was the lap time there, John?
So that was 139.8. Wait, why did he
Okay.
went into pits? Okay. Well, he's going to be wasting a lap.
Yeah, that's how I thought it worked as well.
Yeah.
Tim Brown sets a lap, rocks up P2. Josh is behind
Yeah.
Dan. He's got another lap to go though. We'll see as the laps come in thick and fast. Someone else has just come through there. I can't make out who that is. Is that Van der Paas?
Yeah, I don't
P4.
think this is enough yet for the fastest laps.
And they've still got over 5 minutes to set another time.
Oh, he got to P2 only with 1 sector purple.
Yeah, that Julian Altena. Yeah, that's a good effort from Julian. This is our first time having a look at him, so hopefully he'll perform well. Matty Lee up into P3, just ahead of his teammate Josh Pullett.
Yep.
Him pops at P5. He was quick in practice too. A lot of fast lap times coming in now. Danny in the 38 is the Danny in the 39 is the time to beat.
Let's see
Okay,
who's.
Josh is on an immediate second flyer,
Yeah.
trying to better his time.
We may have a contender for P1.
Yeah, David Johansson looks like he's giving it the beans as well. Total commitment through the penultimate corner there up the straight. Peter Sonny's up there in the mix at the minute as well, by the way. Is he P7 there? Look, P7 Peter is. You never know, 1 or 2 and
And
laps and Peter's still in the mix.
David Jensen, Jonathan, did took pole.
Did he better his lap? He was on a 31.8. What's that lap?
Oh, he just wasted his last lap as well.
No, he went faster. He did a 31.8. Now he's on a 39.5.
But
yeah, he went quick.
He only did 2 laps,
no.
but wasted his last lap because he cannot do another lap now.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise that it was actually a Hansen that was up in P1. I thought it was McFarlane
Yeah.
again. My mistake there, John. The two
Oh, you're
teammates are in the front row.
Yeah. So
Someone got an answer to that?
I don't see any other. I hate when it does this sometimes, where SDK just locks into scenery type mode.
The wind has dropped from 21.5 kilometers an hour to 17.
Yep,
Wonder if that's having an effect.
it may, but I think what's mostly affect is the track temp. Humidity is going down as it is 63% now, and it's saying cloudy. Oh God!
Oh, big smash. Milan Vozelgang's popped up P4, by the way. That's a stunning lap from him.
Yeah.
Well, Atkinson just outside the top 10 there.
Yeah, and that sucks because with that crash that ended his qualifying as well.
I think it's his laps before he did that. Nigel Honegger up to P. Right, the 3 lads who drive purple cars are flying here.
Yeah.
He's still waiting on Dizzy to set a lap. He's really quick. Josh Pulley have another lap in to go. So this could yet shake up.
Yeah. So far he's just running greens that I can see for James.
Yeah, he's coming at the final corner. We'll see what he's got.
And so we say up to P5 in top 5.
Yep, just ahead of Matic. His teammates, of his team, he's the highest place. He's in P5.
Yeah.
Got Julian and Milan causing a bit of a stare up there. Staring up the grid nicely. That's one upside to having only 2 laps. If you invalidate, you're almost hammered.
He is about to finish his second out lap for Jasper.
Yep.
Question is, did this lap set time? Look like not.
Yeah, maybe invalidated.
Oh,
it
that's
somewhere.
why.
Oh, he went off
And
one.
that's it. That's it for his qualifying too. If that counted as off track.
There's only a minute to go, and we'll soon see who's got a lap left. Has Dizzy got another lap left? Because he's only set 1. I don't know if he's invalidated his other.
He is doing another lap right now.
Right. He left it very late to get going.
Yeah. So he's on his second out lap.
Yep. We're into the final minute, so it really is now or never. Here he comes up the back straight. He'll be punching that push to pass button, you know he will. Before he negates the final corner, which is so fast.
Yeah.
It's honestly frightening the
So,
speed that they come around here in.
The thing is, there is no push to pass for qualifying.
Oh, okay. Okay, does he set another lap?
Yeah, but did not
anything?
improve.
Ah, it's a shame. He's fingers crossed now he doesn't lose his P5. Who's this now? Willie Atkinson, currently P13.
And that's it.
That it?
Yeah.
Oh, some drivers didn't get a lap in there. Wonder why.
Anthony didn't really did any laps. He just got out a little bit too late.
Are you able to bring up the grid there?
Yep. If it comes up. I think we're, oh yeah, we're waiting for the session change real quick. All right, can we get the grid up now?
Just mention the Garage 61 bit again while it's coming up, mate.
Yeah. Let me refresh real quick. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not putting up, because we're in warm-ups.
Yep. All right, I was looking for a classification on the quali we just saw.
Yeah. But there is one thing that we can do. This.
That's the ticket.
Yep. So qualifying, taking pole is David Johnson. Yeah, Johansson.
Yeah.
P2, Dan McFlurry. Oh God,
McFarlane.
Yeah, McFarlane.
P3 is the two teammates looking at the front row of the grid, and then you've got Julian Altena, an impressive P3 on our first look at him. Milan Bogelsang P4, and then after that you got the teammates James Haskell and Matty Lee, the X-Car Esports team. Behind them is Nigel Honegger in P7. Josh Pulley brings up P8. P9, Mike Rose. P10 is Pim Van Gastel. And then we have Peter Sonny, Beth Stibbles, Willie Atkinson, Tim Brown, Davis Stanley. And then we have Andy Haynes, Tom Van Der Pasch, Paul Kitchener. There were 3 drivers who didn't set a lap there. I believe. We did. No, they didn't set a lap. Simon Mannion, P19. Anthony Heisma is 20. And Jasper Van Grootist brings up the rear of the grid.
Fantasy Jane Grad 69 says potential clock malfunction on Sonic crawl time. Oh.
Okay.
Not sure exactly what, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about this sort of thing, if I'm honest. Just go over the Garage 61 bit again, mate, while we're on the warm-up here, please.
So Garage 61, let's see. There we go. All right, I found it. Garage 61 is the #1 app for telemetry and lap times on iRacing. Get your account set up with Garage 61 at www.garage61.net today.
Absolutely. Big thank you to Garage 61 for powering us along. Oh, it looks like some cars are actually going to make use of the warm-up here. There's a few coming out. They've left it 3 minutes, but they've decided to make an appearance. Let's see. Are they able to make car changes at this point, or are they in park firmware?
They are able to change setups that I know of. I don't think I don't know exactly what the rules are, but I mean, it's hard to regulate with setups on iRacing.
Maybe it's limited, like you can adjust the brake bias, you can have a clicker front wing or something like that. But I don't think you can absolutely overhaul the car.
Because on iRacing, you can change setups on before racing starts. But when race started, you cannot change your setups.
No, but you can change the brake bias differential from within the car. But it'd be interesting to see on strategy what they do, because if the track is scorching hot, they'll not want to be on the primary, the alternate tyres for too long. The faster tyres of the two, because they'll just melt. They're just not going to last. The wind's picked up again, by the way, 22 kilometers an hour. It did drop to 17 during quali.
Yep. And we are in the clouds a little bit right now, so the track's going to cool down slowly.
Yep.
Which
and the
actually
driver will be a bit relieved.
It's still partly cloudy, I'll say. You would think so, right?
It's blue. There was only one aggressive-looking cloud there that looked like it could threat a little bit of rain, but it should be okay.
Yeah.
Over the drive, it's okay. But yeah, if the clouds can bring the track temp down a bit, that will be a big help to the drivers.
Yeah. And there's one thing also for Indy cars right now, there is no wet tires, so there is going to be no rain at all.
Oh yeah, you said that. My bad. I'm being daft.
Oh, you're good.
That is warm-up done and dusted.
Yep.
That's it. It's time for the showdown now.
There we go. Alrighty. Yeah.
So for the likes of you got James and Matty and Josh that are quite close, and you've obviously got the two teammates at the front. Will they have to share a garage, or can they pit on the same lap at the same time and be okay?
So all cars have their own garage pit spots.
Okay.
Yep. And I do not think there is. Oh, we are getting close. We're still waiting for quite a bit of drivers.
is it P4? Milan. We're waiting on Milan. Looks to me like.
Yep. So OME Gatron 88 says, I'm wasted. I believe that's one of the drivers. Oh, and we are starting the race already.
All right. So it'll be a rolling start. Looks to me like behind
Yep.
the safety car.
Oh, yeah. I keep on forgetting about that. I'm so used to it standing starts from them all.
Yeah. Yeah. Those two purple cars look great next to one another.
Yeah.
But this is the thing with the race. You've got a lot of really fast drivers. I know James is quick. I know Matt is quick. There's others that have shown blistering pace. So anything could take place. Your strategy could come into it. You could run out of your push to pass. You've only got 200 seconds, and then you've got to use it strategically.
Yeah.
When it's gone, it's gone. So this is going to be an absolute barnstormer to watch.
So who's
Well,
your
into
top
Sebring.
three? Yeah, who's your top three you're thinking of?
Ooh. I think Dan will be in the top three.
Dan?
Yeah.
All right.
I think Matty will be in the top three. That's a tough one.
I'm saying like your top three.
Yeah, I think Matty will be there, and I think the two boys that are already first and second will be up there as well.
Yeah.
Dan and David.
Yeah, well, I just seeing the pace a little bit from practice. I think, for sure, Josh. I am kind of thinking of one of the top front rows as well, David and Dan.
That's it. You can't really rule out anybody.
Yeah.
I did not know that they're counting this as a racing lap. By the way, did you know that?
What's that?
This counts as a racing lap. If you look in the top left, this says lap 1 of 34.
Yep. It'll,
Right.
but he'll not going to count the lap still. SDK,
Right, okay.
Yeah, SDK still shows that when they're doing standing starts or rolling starts.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep. So, and
Making
there,
the way through towards the final sector here before we get going.
and there was one more driver that caught my attention. I was trying to remember who it was that did the huge fast one. I think that was actually Josh Pauly.
Yeah,
in practice.
he was quickest in practice.
Yeah.
But Milan and who's third and fourth? Milan and someone else, I forget now. Could do with seeing a classification. Is there anything you can put up on the left hand side, an overlay that I can look at?
Yeah.
Yeah, Milan and Julian. Yeah, Julian, a stunning lap on his first appearance. Okay, we're on board with Mike and Rose. Can we have a helicopter shot of this, just to be able to see any incidents?
There is a chopper one, but I think blimp would be the. They both are kind of similar.
Okay. Are you able to select one of the first two drivers to make sure the front runners get around cleanly? Any and all incidents will be sent to the stewards and looked at.
Yeah.
But we're about to get racing here. They come round the start-finish straight, and it's up to David to pull the pin. Oh, maybe not. Oh, here we go. Safety car comes in. Now, red lights.
And we're already having 3 wide moment already.
Yeah, yeah. Someone got a bit eager there. Looked to me like.
Yeah.
Let's see if everyone gets through turn 1 nice and safely. Yep, all looks good to me. Nicely done, everybody. Well done. Now let's see how the race unfolds. Robbie Nigel, nice and Bonnie so far. Side by side, he was side by side with Matt. He's now side by side with Beth. He's come under a bit of punishment already. Right. Oh, who's lost? Julian's managed to get Dan McFarlane up for P2.
Yeah.
Everyone on the brakes, around that hairpin. That is tight through there. Alright, Julian already harassing then David Johansson for the provisional lead of this race. Actually, Milan's got past Dan as well. Dan might have had a moment somewhere. He's lost 2 places.
And we did have a couple off track moments as
Yeah,
well.
Julian's really harassing David Johansson here. He looks racy. Looks really racy. Coming through up towards the big back straight for the first time. Let's see if we can stay with him, stay near him. Up they come, charging it towards it. Okay, Julian and Milan have opted to start on the red wheeled, alternative tyres, as has Josh Pulley. Everyone else inside the top 9 have gone for the white wheeled primaries. Okay.
What happened to Paul here?
We're about to find out. There's a tight line right there.
Oh, he just oversteered going out, and that's going to be some damage there.
Hopefully not. I think he'll be okay there. I don't think he's getting a meat ball for that.
That looked like a good contact to the tire beer on his right rear.
That's unfortunate. He's kept going. I don't know if he's been hit with a meatball flag. It looks okay to me. Right. Who is up to what? Matty Lee. He's behind both of his teammates at the moment, so there might be a conversation going on there. A bit of a multi-21.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you've got to be careful because behind them is Martin Honegger and his teammates, 2nd and 4th. So Julian has took the lead of the race. Here he is. He's P1.
Oh yeah, he did take P1 as well. Let me go ahead.
Took the lead of the race. So the 2 teammates have been pushed around a bit here by Julian and Milan.
And that is Julian taking the outside of that turn, just taking advantage of a higher out speed.
Yeah, I think being on the preferred tyres is a help as well. I think David and Dan will feel that their race will come to them later on, but Milan is now on the back of David Johansson, so he's got to defend again. Julian, meantime, looks like he's trying to make a break for it and check out of this race. Got a bit of a gap there, looks to me like. Right.
And actually, I would say...
Oh, he pulled out to the inside. Milan's gone to the inside. He's took P2. The 2 teammates have been...
Oh, wow. That's a move.
Oh, that looked like it was going to... Whoa! Did you see the concertina effect there?
Yeah. And here's the thing.
Josh has got through on Dan as a result. Oh, front wing's missing on that car. Dan's car's missing his front wing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his front wing's gone. It looks to me like it's gone. Has it?
Oh, yeah. He is missing his front wing.
Oh, that's a shame. Going for the alternative strategies kind of backfired on Dan here, unfortunately. His chances of a podium have just took a stern whack.
I don't really see...
Of course, now what you got though is the top 3 are all on the same compound of tyres now that they've negated the 2 teammates that ran the harder of the 2. But Dan's got a lot of traffic hammering on him now. A lot of traffic.
Oh! I see what happened here.
Yeah, okay, net code.
Yeah.
I thought the concertina effect, he just got away with it and had to pull a bit wide to avoid the back of him, but it took his front wing off. Danny Weiser letting his teammate go, he's losing positions. I feel for you. If there's one thing you can take from it though, it's happened early in the race, there's still plenty of laps to try and get back in and score some good points.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's ran well wide. Who was that? Someone ran a long way off the circuit there.
That's probably was Tim, I bet.
Yeah, Mike Rose and Peter Sonny having a battle.
Yep. Oh, wow. Tim went way off, and that's going to cause him a slowdown there, too.
Yeah. That's unlucky, Tim. It's a very bumpy circuit. If anyone gets around here with that incident, it's done a really good job.
And we already have one. Yep. Dan is in pits right now as well for the repairs.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to bring up the rear of the field. If he comes back out and hard, he's going to have to stop again because the red wheels won't get to the end from here, I wouldn't have thought. Well,
Yeah.
this race is open right up now for Team CRS X-Car Esports. Josh Pulley, James Haskell and Matty Lee. They've got Martin Honecker behind them and Dan McFarlane's now almost completely out of contention. Unless a safety car can bring him back into play. Are there safety cars in this series?
Not for the roads I know of.
Okay, that's fine. But the top three now look like they're dropping
Yep.
Dan Johansson. Sorry, David Johansson,
Yeah.
because they're on the quicker tyres.
And here's the thing, I think alternates to start off is actually the best call, as we are now
Yeah.
40 Celsius and it might be still climbing as it is 1:11 p.m. sim time.
Hmm. So we've got Josh Pulley's all over the back of Milan Vogelsang. P1 Julian has got a bit of a gap to play with here. Oh, that's a little touch wide from Matty, but you'll be alright with that. He's hunted down his teammate, James Haskell. These three are on the harder compound of the tyre, so they know their race will come to them a little bit later on.
Yeah.
You've still got Martin Honecker keeping these two honest as well. A little further back, Mark Rose and Peter Sonia still fighting. But this is Josh Pulley hounding P2 Milan. And this has been going on for a few laps now, and they want to be careful because David Johansson
And
behind
Josh
them.
Pauly is making the move right now. He's sticking on the inside now.
Whoa!
He saved
Oh,
it.
good save, but he might lose a place to David Johansson. He's lost a place to David Johansson.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, it's unfortunate for Josh. He had a look, and it's brave to have a look around the inside of most of these corners on this circuit with how bumpy it gets. He pulls up plenty of space there. That's a brilliant save. He's done extremely well there.
Yeah.
I think he's better to lose a position in the front wing. But now that David Jansen's back up there, he's a spanner in the works amongst those that are on the softer tyres. But we know he has great pace, and when he gets those red wheels on, he's going to come both barrels. Okay, Dan McFarlane's managed to overtake somebody. He's on the rise again, looks to me.
Yeah, for P20.
That looks like Simon Mannion is up against there. Yep, nice and down the inside. Yep, nice and bonnet. Okay, Matty Lee's actually caught James Haskell over the last little spell of time, it looks to me. He's much closer than he has been. There'll be a conversation going on there because they've got their other teammate, Josh Pulley, just in front of them, so it's looking really good for the X-Car Esports team here. Oh, is Josh all over the back of Johansson? Looks to me like. No, I thought it was. My mistake.
Yeah.
Milan's not too far up the road from them. The one who is far up the road is P1. Julian Altella has absolutely gone. He's got to the gun in no time at all. But you wonder how much push pass he might have blitzed trying to do that.
Yeah, he's at 155 and they only have 200 seconds of push to pass for the whole race.
Okay, so he's healthy. He's in a really healthy position. It's an impressive performance so far from Julian up the top. Has anyone got an answer to that?
I don't know.
It's hard to see from this point, but you never know. Remember in the practice run that Matty Lee came on really, really strong after the pit stops. He really motored on. We'll wait and see as this race unfolds what happens. We're only on lap 6. There's still a really long way to go. I'm just watching the Mike Rose and Pete Sonny battle in the middle.
Yep.
That could get interesting.
And Josh Pauly went into pits, but we also had an incident with Tom.
Oh, has he lost anything of his car?
Oh, that's
a little bit much throttle. but
Yeah.
that's really unlucky.
And it was behind dirty air at the same time, and oh my, that rejoin.
I was going to say that looked like an unsafe spin
Yeah.
around to me. That might get looked at. So Josh comes out the pits in P18. That's how close it is. But look who's just behind him. Dan. So Dan is still could be within a shout here, but I think
Yeah.
he has to go onto the soft tyres at some point.
And Josh
Oh,
Tom
Josh
went
comes
off
in the
again,
pit.
and is missing his front left.
Yeah, he's missing quite a lot there. His nose isn't happy. Something's gone on. Where have we lost it here? Oh, the
And
rear just snapped. The
yeah,
rear snapped. Did you see that?
yeah, I think that's what possessing damage from his car from the last spun, as he.
He's got to be careful where he comes back out here because he's about to be a lap down. He doesn't want to interfere with anything that's going on at the front. Hopefully they have enough time to clear him.
Yeah.
Here comes Matty Lee, still behind James.
And now we're going to have a new leader as Julian is going to pit for fresher tires.
Yep. So the red wheels didn't last as long as perhaps thought they would. I thought they'd get to maybe lap 12, 13. But he really motored on at the start. He might have took so much out of his tyres because he went. He absolutely went. Okay, that moves James and Matty up to P3 and 4 respectively. We've got Milan takes over the lead of the race. And he's got David Jansen just close behind him. So there's a battle for the P1 and a battle for P3 here. So the podiums are all to play for.
Yeah. Someone said they missed Peter Sonny passing for P8.
He passed Pim. We missed that.
Yeah.
We missed that. Look at it. Natalie and Dizzy have got now Martin Honegger for company. He's caught up to the back of them. It's a brilliant race so far, nice and clean. Oh, completely different lines through that corner. Did you see that? How Matty come way left, whereas James stayed a little bit more narrow.
Yeah, because it's going to be more of because dirty spot there as Matty Lee had grass or dirt or whatever it was on his front left that was going to be impacting his traction there a little bit.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a choice of line.
Yeah.
But look at Mr. Honegger just sneaking up on these two, ever so slightly. Battle for P1 looks like it's getting quite close. Just ahead of this, not a million miles up the road either. There's battle everywhere. Look, if you look at P14 and how many cars are behind that, is P14 at the moment?
P14 will be Willie Atkinson.
Yeah, if you look how many cars are about to come charging through. Nope, that's not 14. It's Andy Haynes, I think. If you can click on Andy, he's just coming out last corner now.
Andy Haynes?
Yeah, there we go. They've got Josh Pulley and Dan McFarlane who've already pitted behind him. So Josh is going to want to get rid of these quick because he knows he's actually fighting with Dan for podium positions here. They don't want to lose too much time stuck behind the traffic. Oh, Tim has a little look at Andy. Thinks better of it.
It does.
It's the two behind that need to get a move on through the traffic here.
Yeah, I do see there's quite a few drivers already pitted, probably from alternates to primaries.
Did Tim let them go? Tim did let them go. Tim let the two quicker boys through that have pitted.
Yeah.
Maybe he's done that so that when they get to Andy, they might put him off and he can just waltz on through. Might be a strategic call by Tim, that. Quite clever.
And Dan is making his ground back up after, I'll say, what, lap 2, lap 3?
The early stages, he lost his front wing. Yeah. Right, we're about to begin lap 10. And Julian's up into his P9 after he pitted, so these two, Josh and Dan, are a long way back to me, like.
And there was a battle between Peter Sonny and Mike Rose sound alike.
Yeah. I think
And
Mike did pass him at some point.
yeah.
Peter now's just trying to hang on to the back of him, follow him around. The grid is really, really close. The battle for P3, 4 and 5 is where it's at for me, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
Andy Haynes has got...
Just
he's
got
gone
off track a little bit there.
I wonder if Tim got him. Because Tim would have come out of there with a run. I wonder if Tim got through also.
Yeah.
I can't see from that, unfortunately. Yeah, did he? I'm not sure. Right, Matt is still on the back of his teammate James. They must be happy with how the pace is going, because if Matty thought he had more pace, I think he might have been on the blower saying, up there, I need you to put your foot down a bit here.
Yeah.
But you must be happy with how things are going.
I believe they both started on primaries, if I remember right.
Yep, they haven't stopped. David Johansson's took the lead of this race from Milan, by the way.
And we have a little... Oh! What happened to Beth?
Half a front wing's gone.
Yeah. Let me see if... Because the only thing I can see is if SDK detects the car stopped for a moment, or when a car is off track for over a second. And I don't see anything about Beth.
I'm unsure. But the lead of this race has changed. Maybe Milan's red wheel alternatives are starting to go off. Okay, Matty Lee's gone in front of Dizzy. I think they've switched positions.
They have.
I think they maybe recognise that the David Johansson is on the same strategy as them, and they need to try and close the gap.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is also, the longer you stay behind a car, it can heat up quite a bit as well with the tires and so on.
Yeah.
As we're at 43 Celsius now, which not the prime condition for alternates.
No, but I wonder now if we'll see if Dizzy can stick with Matty, and if Matty can pull him along up to the battle for P1 and 2, the fight for the lead, because it's not that far up the road from them. They'll see it ahead of them actually on the straight. But I do feel Milan's tyres are starting to go off on him now.
It does look like his tires are going off, as he is doing about 0.6 actually slower than David.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Maybe he's waiting a lap or two for a particular gap in the traffic to open up where he can filter into.
Yeah.
Andy Haynes is in the pits.
So
that's a good pick.
Currently, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps, Millen been pretty slow. Lap 7 was over close to 1 second slower than David.
And Matty Lee's only just took that P3 from Dizzy. They swapped around, so that's a little bit false on what you're seeing there on Matty Lee's times.
Yeah.
You'll see in the next few laps what he's got in the tank. I wonder if he can drag Dizzy with him. That'd be a bonus. But the top 5 are in one shot. And don't forget, it's the top 7 really, because Julian Altena's pitted and Josh Pulley's also pitted. Dan McFarlane did pit, but he has to pit again because he hasn't used the red wheel soft tyres yet, which is unfortunate for Dan.
And Andy with a wing damage I can see from this point of view. Oh no, never mind, just hit it a little bit. Just lost it there.
Full 360 is meant to be negated by somebody. Oh,
and
back off the
that's a scary moment.
Yeah, we had a meeting with the wall.
And then Paul Ketchner.
Paul's had a moment too, has he?
Yeah, I believe, because it said he crashed as he stopped for a moment.
Yeah, but he did
or
well to
been
keep that out of the wall. Some
yeah.
drivers have come through that corner, lost the back, and smashed the wall. So he's done well there, Paul. Dizzy is staying with Matthew Lee, so they are in a similar pace. That's what it says to me.
Yeah.
But if you look on that map, 10, 11, 12, and 13 are coming in the last corner, so there's battles going on everywhere you look, really. But this one, the battle for P1, which now involves 5 cars, is the one you've got to put your eyes on. Who's in
Yeah.
P6? Mike Rose. He's starting to drop Peter Sonny now, who's P7. P8 is the man who's pitted and is a net P1, Julian Altena. But you wonder when these guys come out the pits on faster, fresher tyres, how quickly they might be able to crawl up to the back of him.
So, in reaction with those 2 replays, Gatcher 88, but let me know if I actually pronounce it right, please. Says good lord, and Fancy Junkrat says Andy Haynes off-roading.
Yep. There's a few finding this bumpy circuit a little bit tough to manage, and in these powerful cars, it's perfectly understandable.
Something happened to Davis Stanley here.
Yeah, someone
side by side. I can't really tell who that is.
Oh, that looks like Julian, your current net P1. And Davis just letting him go, perhaps thinking it's not his battle. Who's that behind him though that's crept up? Is he fighting for position now with someone else?
No, does not look like he lost a position from that. Let's see, what position? He's in 11th.
Dan and Josh have hauled themselves back up into the P10.
So that's Beth behind him.
Oh, Milan's had a moment. What's happened? Oh, is Milan pitted? Milan's in the pits, okay.
Yeah, so Milan is in pits.
Yeah, he needs a good stop here. He's to try and catch Julian Altena, and he's going to come out on fresher tyres, and we'll see how quick he can catch him.
Yeah, and we just had a tow happen because of this. Simmons went into the pit.
Yeah, front right tyres come off there. That's broken suspension.
Yeah, and that could be... I don't know if there's fast repairs, but that's race ending right there.
Could well be. He could well be right. Jesper Van Groot, he's out. I didn't notice in the tyre. James Haskell still sticking with his teammate Matty Lee, and Matty's now only does that say under 4 seconds behind? Oh, what happened there? Whoa! Martin Honegger got a little bit out of shape there. Looked like.
Yeah.
He kept it. He's still there.
We're on James right now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one you want to watch is Milan Vogelsang. He's just come out the pits on fresh tyres, and the guy he's chasing, Julian Altena, is your net P1, but his tyres are about 10 laps fresher, so he will, I would have thought, bash him. He will catch him at some point. And Matty and James Haskell pit at the same time, perhaps aware of what's going on behind them.
Now the key is that the 2 teammates, Matt Lee and James Haskell, is in pits. Question is, are they going to decide to keep the primaries, or they're switching? James has switched to alternates.
Yeah, I think they both will.
No, James is still, or Matt is still on.
Got Mike Rose and Pete Sonny have boxed this lap as well. So, did James go for the harder ones again? Oh no, Matty went for the harder ones again.
Did.
Okay,
that's what it looks like. But
yeah.
Let's just...
Yep.
Yeah, that's hard tires still.
Yeah, Matty's going to have to box again then to use the other tyres. Maybe it is a 2-stop. Maybe this is a 2-stop race, and if it is, Danny McFarlane straight back into the mix here on pace. I'm just watching the gap between Milan Vogelsang and Julian Altena, because that is the net P1 battle. But David Johansson and Martin Honegger, the 2 purple cars, only this time it's Martin instead of Dan, of a P1 and 2.
Yeah.
And they're still running a good pace. Now, I wonder with Dizzy being on the red tyres, if he's going to say to Matty, look, I'm on the red tyres and I'm going to have the pace. Even when I come up to the back here, can you return the favour and let me go? But we'll see how that plays out. There's 2 more in the pits.
Yep. And actually, the track temp with the clouds coming through right now is cooling down, which that will help James Heskell with his performance without trying to overheat too much.
Yeah, I wonder if he can
Oh,
get 18 laps out of those tyres. That would be a mega impressive stint if he can pull that off
yeah.
and maintain pace.
So we
Okay,
have
the top two have pitted, so this is going to all shake out now.
yeah, we have two drivers that is out now actually. Simon is the one that we saw, but it looks like
Andy Haynes.
Jasper.
He retired a few laps ago, Jasper.
Yeah.
Okay, where did the two leaders come back? Okay, David Johansen come out P2. That's a bonus. And Martin Honegger come out P5, that looked like.
I wonder if something happened to him because he's in pits right now, quite far back.
That curb's catching a lot of drivers out today. Have you noticed that, John?
What?
The right-hand curb just before the back straight.
Yeah.
Okay, Milan, Vogelsang, David Johansen are on fresher tyres. They're hunting down Julian Artena for P1. His tyres are about 10 laps older than everybody who's chasing after him now. And if they have to, well, we know at least two of them have to stop again in the top 8, because I wouldn't rule Josh out of this either, but two of the top 8 will have to pit again. I wonder if all of them are going to come in for new boots at some point. They're quite spread out after the pit stops. The two teammates here, Dan and Nigel, they're quite close. I wonder if Nigel has the pace, I wonder if he says to Dan to mind give me a few laps, try and haul in the two X-Kart boys in front of us. That's a good pit stop from Matt and James. They've undercut the two that were leading the race. Just momentarily.
And we're watching the two sim racing grades right now.
Yep. They've been impressive so far. They've driven extremely well. We're just at half distance now, starting lap 17. It's been a lot to take in so far. Don't know about you, John, but yeah, it's been a lot to take in. Really good going.
And
okay.
we have confirmed that Andy Haynes is out of the race as well.
Yep. Matty's just let Dizzy go back past him because he's on the softer tyres. There's a thing that's highlighted up in red there. Does that mean that they've got a slowdown?
What's that?
On the right hand side. See, the Anthony Heitzman's got it. It's come up in red. Does that mean they've got to slow down?
So you mean James Heskell?
Yeah.
That so with those numbers, those numbers are actually the push to pass, and when it's red, that means it's activated.
Okay. The front three have just highlighted red. Sorry, the front six highlighted up red. Is there a reason for that?
So that means with the current cars that we have selected at the time is that they're basically relative-wise that those guys are pretty much coming up to them for laps. Or they're already laps down from them as well.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which I don't think I can disable that. I have to look in deeper for that.
That's alright, don't you worry. Here come the two sim racing. So you've got two teammates stuck together and the two teams of three are running in the top 8. You've got Julian and Milan who are the spanners in the works here. Running 1 and 3, occupying podium positions. And I dare say that David Johansen is hauling down Julian Altener at this point. Julian must be run, Julian, run. Run all the way home. They're not too far from traffic, P17 and 16. That's Paul Kitchener and Tim Brown, their teammates.
Yep. Tim Brown and
who's that there?
That looked like Millen. Crap. Yeah, that was Millen. Just oh, that's not good. That's a good impact speed.
I hope that's not the big ball flag. Hopefully he'll get away with that. Be a real shame to lose him. He's done extremely well up to this point. But the two sim racing cars, we're glad to see that because they've gone through. Where has he returned? Milan P7. So he's okay to continue, I think. It's
Yeah.
P14. Willie Atkinson's got David Stanley behind him. Looks to me.
And look who's in P3 as well currently. That's James Haskell.
Yeah, capitalising on a mistake. A lot of people. Milan's incidents just cost him 4 positions. That's extremely harsh. But that's how
Well,
close the grid is. One mistake and you can lose 4 or 5 positions.
yeah.
It
The
really is close.
thing is that they are saying about 2 pit stops for this race due to the tire conditions.
Yeah, it
And
was mentioned. Oh, David Jansen, fastest lap of the race there. Is that fastest lap of the race? He's got a second since the pit stops on Julian Altella. He's motoring on, is David.
Yeah, and the track is cooling down. It is now look like 38 Celsius. That fastest lap rate at the time is 141.43.
Okay, that's good pace. Who's this that David's approaching on?
This is the leader.
Oh, is it
Julian?
the blue car?
Yeah.
I thought his car was silver. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, so that gap's coming down and down and down. He's absolutely flying at the moment. Is David?
Yeah, Julian pitted on lap 7.
Yeah, he pitted a long time ago. Of course, if they have to pit again, he'll be one of the first ones in, and he'll take advantage of fresh boots again.
Yeah. Oh, Julian!
Oh, he's lost half his front wing. Oh, that's a crying shame. He was performing so well. Let's have a look at the onboard here.
Oh, just nearly.
Yeah, oh, that's unlucky. Oh, but it could be lucky and unlucky. If he was due a second stop for new tyres with how old they are, this is the time to do it. So
Yeah.
hopefully it won't cost him too many. He's a net P2 now. But we'll see if he'll have the box.
But with this damage, it will affect him quite a bit for his cornering.
He's not pitted, he's continued.
No.
Okay.
But who did pit it, though, is Dan.
Okay. He had to pit on lap 3 or 4, didn't he? Because he lost his front wing.
He did.
So that makes sense. He was one of the 2 we were expecting in again. Has he made his stop? Is he on his way back out to track there?
Yep, he's getting to his pit box right now.
Okay. Everyone managing carefully to push the pass. How's this going to shake out, I wonder?
Yeah.
Okay, Dan McFarlane's got behind Mike Rose and Pete Sonny.
Yep.
Is he going to lose any more? He doesn't need, the less traffic he has to negate, the better for him. This is Davis Stanley, a nice steady drive from Davis, as always.
Actually, look at that green shine on his car as well. That I didn't even notice that until the camera kind of zoomed in a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool design. He's got Willie Atkinson just behind him chasing.
Yeah.
I think they both stopped, so that battle could go on for to the end of the race. They've got 14 laps of a ding-dong there, shall we say.
And currently P17.
Okay,
Milan,
so James.
Yep. Milan did pit it in as well.
Okay. So James is now all over the back of Julian Altella now that he's missing half a front wing. He's just crawled up behind him. And I think this is a matter of when and not if.
And that was a pretty bad spot if he wanted to go into the pits because he already had a car on his inside at the time.
Yeah. James goes through.
Also, he probably just waiting till he have to pit for optimal lap type of thing.
Yep, but that is James now up into P2, and he's on the softer tyres than David up front, so I wonder if he can reel him in a bit. Time will tell. But Julian, I really recommend you pit, mate, and get that front wing fixed. You're just going to go backwards.
Yep.
Matty and Martin are coming, and they've been going exceptionally well also.
You know one thing though.
Okay, what happened to Josh Pulley? Because Dan McFarlane.
He just went into the pits. Yeah, he went into the pits. So the thing is, Mike Rose have not used any push to pass yet,
Wow, that's really good
and
going.
that goes with the same for. Oh, he's already Simon that was out.
Okay. Josh pulls back out in P10. That's not the worst. He's going to try and get those red tyres to the end from here.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit of an ask. The track temperature seems to be ramping and ramping. But we'll see how that plays out. Here comes Matty. He's all over now the back of Julian Altena. Is he going to... He might get him at the same place that his teammate did a moment ago.
And there goes Madeline, and Julian did decide to pit this time.
Yeah, good decision. If he comes back out on softs, he might still have enough pace to shoot past a couple of drivers. He's going to come out close to Dan McFarlane, I suspect, at this point.
Yeah, he may actually.
Davison will still going for it.
And track temp is now back up to 43 as well.
Yeah, it's red up for these red tyres. There's a few just opted in the last couple of laps.
So Julian went in with alternates.
Yeah.
What is he going to come out with, alternates or primary? The question.
He went in with the white wheel tyres. Sorry, he's come out with the red one.
And have not said that he came out of pits yet.
Well, Dan's blitzed past him.
Yeah.
Solid performance from Dan. Dan's right behind Pete Sonny. We're on board with this battle at the moment, actually. Solid drives from almost everybody, to be perfectly honest. No one's absolutely disgracing themselves or anything like that. It's a really hard track and a really hard car to drive.
Julian is in the pits for a while, too.
Yep, he is. I wonder what's going on there. I know he had some damage.
Yeah, I wanted
He's almost lapped, in fact. He's going to be a lap down.
And he is now.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But he's driven really well. He's given a good account of himself. I'm looking forward to watching him as the season goes on.
Yeah,
You've now got Peter Sonny's under real pressure now from Dan McFarlane. Dan obviously on a recovery drive after an earlier incident. Damage limitation for him. Oh,
and Pete decided taking the off track there.
Yep, Pete went wide.
And when did Peter actually went in?
He's coming back at him. He's coming back. Peter's gone up the inside. He's looking for a move back.
Yep. And
he's not going to let Dan have his own way.
With more grip still, he got the fat, and also using the outside, that gives him more out speed.
Yeah, carried more speed. Yeah, he was able to carry more speed. If Pete can stick with him, though, it'll be handy for Pete. He might drag him up to Mike Rose, who he was battling with at the beginning of the race.
Yeah. And actually, Pim just went into the pits. Was he fighting Pim? Yeah, he was.
The gap looks to have stayed about 6 seconds for P1, looks to me like. I don't think Dizzy on these softer tyres can reel in Dan.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like.
Ooh! Matty just taking all the track that he can use.
Yeah. It looks like Matt's tyres are now coming into life compared to Dizzy's. It looks like Matt's tyres are the tyres to be on.
Yep. And it looks like we have another incident with Anthony as well. Oh, he rode on that curb during the turn.
Oh, no damage.
He saved it, though.
Lucky boy. Lucky boy. That's been horrendous. Okay, Matty Lee pits. That's big. First of the big boys at the front are in chance of winning this race. Matty pits, he's going to go for the red tyres surely, I would have thought.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty short stint there, though, too. But it kind of makes sense if he's planning on to do the 10 laps with alternates then.
Definitely. This is going to be a blockbusting last 10 laps now with everyone pits again. Comes out on fast tyres with very light fuel and still a bit of push to pass remaining. Wonder how much longer Dizzy could go on these tyres.
Yeah.
The gap's 4.1, so he has. Oh, that's to P3. Sorry, I thought that was to P1.
Yeah.
He's got a reasonable gap to Martin behind him.
There we
Mike
go.
Rose with not using push to pass up in P4 is an astonishing effort. Really, there's power to him and his pace. That's unbelievable. Okay, so Dizzy has a couple of times lapped quicker than Johansson.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. That's interesting.
But
That
he
interesting.
is probably dealing with traffic as well at the same time.
Yeah, I think you could be right. But and then Martin's lapped faster than the two of them as well at some points. This could all yet play out in the remaining 10 laps. But did Julian return P16? Ah, so unfortunate. Hopefully this last
Yeah.
10 laps he can gain some positions and score some good points. He's driven really well. But what a great race for round one this is. Love Sebring. It's a good old spot to be. I mean, if Mike waits till he puts on another set of super softs, he's in the pits. If he waits till he puts on the red wheel, faster tyres and starts using his push to pass, he's going to be nearly unstoppable at the end, is he not?
Yeah.
Might have Dan McFarlane go past him. I wonder if Josh Pulley will as well. Josh Pulley might. He's leaving his garage. It's going to be close here between Mike and Josh Pulley, who gets to turn one first. Oh no, he's stopped now. I thought he was on his way out. Right. Yeah, okay, he's leaving the pits now in P7. But with fresh, fast tyres and a full helping of push to pass, he could be one. He's going to be a man to watch here. I expect him to be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. And I think James might be dealing with some of overheating tires perhaps too, or just performance
maybe.
loss.
Yeah, maybe the tyres have decided they've had enough. It's time for a new set.
And let's take a look at Matty. He's improving.
Yeah, Matty's just come
P3.
out on a fresh tyre. Yeah, he just come out on a fresh set of tyres. And he's already lapping quicker than Martin Honegger. 2/10 up at sector 2 alone. Yeah, he's going to be about half a second a lap quicker, it looks to me. That's going to unshake. Martin's got to be aware that Dan McFarlane's behind him, and he's also really quick, so maybe worth being aware of that. How much push to pass has Matty got left there?
For Matty?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's it.
He's still got 118 still. But James is at 66 now, just used it a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Matty's on fresh tyres. There's a few come out on fresh tyres, but still a lot of push to pass remaining.
Yeah.
No.
And this probably is the point where he started using a little bit here and there.
Yep. Who's Pete got behind? He's got who's that now?
Do you guys
Traffic.
So there's one question, and I do not know of the answer about it. But Diet Peach Fanta said, "Do we get to vote on driver of the day?" I do not know.
Why not? Why not? Do it. There's no harm in doing it, is there? You vote on who's impressed you the most. There's a few contenders for it. If there's driver of the day, there's a good number of drivers up for that. Okay, whoever this traffic is behind Peterson, he's got someone who's lapped behind him, but the car that's lapped looks like they've got pace here and they've gone through.
And they both are on alternates as well.
Yeah, but I dare say this traffic here, this looks like Tim Brown to me.
I think that's Julian.
It's Tim Brown.
The
James Pitt.
The color
James
is
Pitt.
gray, so that's one of the drivers that's do not have any teams at the moment.
Yeah.
So I believe that's Julian. Let's actually take a quick.
Matty's got past James in the pits,
Oh,
so he's undercutting. Okay, look at your top 6 now. It's the 2 teams of 3.
yeah.
Oh, wow. This should be brilliant. Mathematically, I think the first 2 have to pit again, don't they? If they feel like the tyres won't last, they have to pit again.
That's a good question, and I do not know that at all. The only people that knows that is the drivers themselves and their teammates.
Yeah, because P1 and 2, they're going to have to be aware now that these 2 are lapping quite quick and they won't want to lose position to them. If they can get out and get ahead and stay, yeah, David Johansen pits. There's a good three-way
Oh,
stop
that's
there
going to be
on.
interesting. And here come Nigel right now, his teammate. Oh, he's going into pits too.
Yeah, they got just Paul Kitchener, David Stanley, and Will Atkinson having a battle there. David Stanley goes through on Paul. We've missed that on stream, unfortunately. But this is where it's at. Matty Lee now is at the back straight. The 2 leaders have pitted. Okay, David Jansen's at pit exit. This is really close. This could be close.
And, oh, he had a moment there too.
Yeah, David had a moment. He's got three lap cars in front of him who are all having their own battle. Nigel comes out behind both Matty Lee and James Haskell.
Without having a moment though.
So Dan McFarlane, despite losing his front wing, has fought his way back up to being P4 here. Great effort from Dan. That is a mighty effort. Good for him. Oh, Julian Altena's out. Julian Altena's retired.
Julian decided to retire? Wow. But that's a pass right there that he made, and kind of looked like it was a let by.
Yeah, David Stanley that was overtaking someone. But yeah, and Milan, how did Milan end up all the way down there? Did he lose the front wing?
I don't know. But I think this might be why he retired. That's that's a major one too.
Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. That's a total, as I think they call it. Oh, that's a shame for Julian and Milan because they were both going exceptionally well in the early stages of this race.
Yeah, and that means
the consistency is so important. It really is. Yeah. I mean, look at the 6 at the front, the 2 teams of 3.
And that means Millen will get P16 from that. He'd still have enough laps to get that position. And look at this battle right here.
Yeah, Johansson ran the outside. He wants to clear the traffic as quick as he can before, just to make sure there's a bit of space between him and a fast charging Matty.
Yep.
Here is the gap, 6.6. Let's make note of that because we've got 5 laps left now.
And Julian is in chat now. He said, "Lol, I spun and damaged the car way before that already."
Oh, okay.
I believe that's when he hit the tire barrier a little with his rear, if I remember right.
Yeah, you are right. Look at that gaggle of cars from P1 all the way down to P5, and there's traffic in between them all.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, here's the interesting. P1 only has 38 seconds left. P2 has 65 seconds. P3, 46 seconds.
Yeah, the gap was 6.5 seconds. It's now nearly 8. Matt is dropping time here. What's going on? Is he behind someone?
He might be, but the thing is, though, David have fresher tires, which have a lot more grip than Matty Lee's and James.
I think it's only by a lap, though. I don't think there's much of an offset.
So David came in lap 27, Matty Lee came in 23, and with the track temp, I believe how it been, which is now 37, but it was 42 around the time. that it was blistering hot.
Oh, Matty very wide again. Oh, he's got traffic in
And
front of him as
David
wide.
with the fastest lap,
Whoa!
and Madeline just
Had a spin. He's had a moment there. James went through. I think James took second place there. I
he
think the
just
traffic
got
put Matty
scared,
off
I
there.
think, by yeah.
Yeah, the traffic put him off a little bit, I think, it looks to me like.
Yeah, I do not
So Matty,
know
oh,
about
look,
rules.
Matty dropped a place to Dan McFarlane as well, so Dan's got to jump
Yeah.
back up into the podium spots. And Martin Honegger, as ever, is stalking the pair of them. He's been behind people this whole race, Martin. Have you noticed that? He's just quietly gone about showing good pace. Good
Yeah.
effort from him.
So, wow, this is interesting because we got quite a few off tracks, quite a few great passes, and especially with the leaders passing the lap traffic. This is interesting, and now we got a three-way battle now as well for
For the
third
final
place.
podium spot. Yeah. 3, 4, and 5. You're looking at the Matty sandwich between the two purple cars.
And they are on alternate tires. There's only one driver that is not on alternate, and that's Anthony.
Yep.
And
yeah, this plays out.
so that last lap for David, he did 139.64 with using up most of his push to pass, and he only have 7 seconds left.
Yeah, I see that. There's only 3 laps to go, and the gap's 12 seconds. I think he's okay. He looks like he's in a commanding position. Martin's now really giving Matty a hard time for P4. He lapped faster than the 3 drivers ahead of him, actually. He's the second quickest driver that time around, 41.9.
Yeah.
Good lap. And he looks like a lot of push to pass remaining as well. He's using it. Looks like he's going to try and set up at the hairpin. Might take the defensive line. Yep,
and there's quite a bit of rubber there. Mambo's there too now. That's going to mess up a lot of people.
Yep. Yeah, you could lose grip there. You're right. Good spot. Good eyesight.
And now he's taking the attack.
Yep, he is. He's up the inside. Still leaving plenty of space. It all looks good so far. He's through. He's got him. Great move from Nigel. I was calling him Martin. Do apologise, Nigel.
Yeah.
Great overtake, Nigel. Can Matty respond to that though? Does he have anything left? He won't give it up. Good driver, Matty. Very quick. The pace at the front's been absolutely stunning. It really has. Dan, after a front wing change on lap 3, is right back in the mix here. Right back in the mix. James is going to want to make sure that he can hold P2 and not let Dan get any closer than the 3 seconds. But Dan has so much more push to pass than James has.
And here's James right now as well. Just got passed by the lap traffic, and he's still trying to push with those worn tires as well.
Yep.
And now he got caught up with his partner now, his teammate.
Yeah, I wonder if Nigel's going to have a look at Dan. I wonder if he fancies a podium for himself. They look like they're approaching traffic as well, which isn't going to help at all.
And that
might help Matty.
That is David Stanley they're coming up to as well.
Yeah, he's a good driver. He'll be aware of what's going on. They might help Matty catch because he's just fallen off the back of these two a little bit.
Notice one thing that I just noticed with Sim Racing Grids. They have different colors for the car cams.
Car cams?
Yeah, right at the top. You won't see it right now, but when the camera changes again, you'll be able to... Because the car in front is using blue, and this car is using like bronze, orange, like
Okay, okay.
right above the
Um,
car numbers.
That's something to investigate as time goes on. Yeah,
Yeah.
Matty Lee's got traffic again at this fast right-hander. We saw what happened a moment ago when he was in this position. It didn't quite work out for him. Hopefully Davis will let him go. Oh, yeah, Davis has let him go.
Yep.
Nice run. Davis in a nice steady P11. The first two look like they've got their finishing position sorted out. We just start the penultimate lap here, lap 33 or 34.
We still about got 2 laps to go right now.
Yep, this and then one more.
Yep.
Matty, it looks like he's just falling away a bit from the sim racing grid team, which will be frustrating for him because one little mistake at the final corner is what's cost him here.
Yeah, the thing is, Sim Racing Grids decide to change their tires a little bit later where it's more optimal track temperature and because currently, let's see the track, it's going back up to 43 when suns come out, but when clouds is in the way, it goes down to 38, 36 about.
Yeah, I'm still curious if Nigel fancies a podium for himself here because Dan's tyres, I think, will be a lot older than Nigel's.
Yeah.
He would have had to pit earlier because of his front wing accident. But that's a hell of an effort to get back up to P3. It really is.
And now David's going to take the white flag here.
That he is. Really superb effort from David.
And there we go. He got the white flag now.
Starting his final tour of the circuit. Just nice and bonny from here on out. His teammates who aren't having it nice and bonny, they're having a squabble over who's going to get P3.
Yeah. And this is the biggest battle right now, just between the two teammates of Sim Racing Grids.
Yep. You see Matty in the background though. They won't want to make a mistake because Matty's not. It's still close enough to capitalise on something.
And also we got a downside for James right now. He's all out for his push to pass.
Yeah, if it's the final lap, I don't see the two behind him catching 3 seconds.
And look at those guys right now. And they still have... That's Dan, yeah. Got 23 and Nigel got 13. And Dan is using up his push to pass here to gain more time.
Yeah, using it in a defensive fashion. Yeah, you can see he just bridged the little gap between him and his teammate. Fantastic recovery drive from Dan to get up to the podium after the front wing change in the opening stages. Brilliant drives from everybody, really. Everyone's been absolutely exemplary. But did Mike start using his push to pass?
Look like he did. It's showing 25.
Yeah, so he really got the hammer down. Is he close to Josh Pulley? Is he close?
Wow,
yeah, he is. He's behind him. He's behind him on this last lap. But meanwhile, David Johansson comes round to take the race victory at round 1. Brilliant drive from David. Superb. Well done, sir. Dizzy. Solid effort. Good pace. Danny. Brilliant recovery. Best he could have hoped for after a front wing change. Nigel P4. Hurried him all the way. Matty Lee. Stunning pace. Great showing. P5. James and Matty's teammate is under a bit of pressure here from Mike.
Yeah, and they both are using push to pass right now, and Josh is just trying to take away the draft.
Into the final corner, it looks like Josh got it covered off.
And they both are using push to pass again, and it looks like Josh is going to keep P6.
Yeah, brilliant drive from the two of them. Who we got next? Peter Sonny. Super effort from Peter Sonny. P8. Very well deserved. A good drive. Solid. And Pim Van Gastel a little bit further back. Another safe, steady drive.
Yep.
Nicely done. And looks to me like Bethany's P10. Is that right? The thing's blurry.
Yeah, Beth is going to be P10.
Good drives all round. Really good opening race. look at that. The top 6 with the 2 different teams. You did have Milan and Julian in there as a spanner in the works. Unfortunately, they had problems. But what a great race for the first round. Well done, Sebring. That was brilliant.
Yeah, our winner of the race, David Johannes, actually.
Yep. And because of Dizzy's car, he looks like he's part of that team as well because it's purple.
Oh yeah, it does, but it's not exactly his.
Purple.
They
No.
do have the same shade of purple too. It's surprising.
Yep. Really good drives from all the runners and riders. The ones at the front just had a little bit more pace. But hopefully, as the season goes on, we'll have more of that because that was really close. They got 6 potential race winners, which is that's something to look forward to in itself. Brilliantly done.
And they're going side by side right now as well. And let's go ahead and announce the results.
Yep, classification coming up in a moment.
Alrighty.
All
So
right.
P1, winner of the race, David Johannes. P2, James Heskell. And rounding up in the podium, Dan McFarlane. Did I actually pronounce that correctly?
Yep, you did.
Wow.
You did, sir.
About time. P4, Nigel Honegger.
Honecker.
Yep. P5, Maddie Lee. P6, Josh Polly. Ooh.
Yep.
P7, Mike Rose. P8, Peter Sonny. P9, Pim Van Gastel. And rounding up top 10 is Beth Stibbles. Ugh. That's a tongue twister for me.
Absolutely.
And-
No, that was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And there they go doing their burnouts, and especially David doing his burnout. Touching the wall, too. You want to do the rest?
Yeah, okay. P11, David Stanley. P12, Anthony Heismer. P13, Paul Kitchener, followed by his teammate, Tim Brown. Early pace from Milan Vogelsang, unfortunately retired. Willie Atkinson also retired, I believe. Julian Altena retired. He showed really strong pace in the early stages. And Simon
Actually,
Mannion is
Tim,
P18.
Millen, and Willie did not retire. It was starting P17. It was retirement.
Oh, right, because it says 7 laps down. I thought he retired.
No,
And Milan's 5 laps down.
nope, not quite yet.
All right, just remind everyone again about Garage 61, please, mate.
Let's finish up with standings real quick though. Where we so P17 Julian Elton. Oh God, I butchered it already. P18 Simmons Mannion. P19 Andy Haynes. P20 Jasper Van Grath. He's
Grooteast, I think that says. We'll have to ask him. I'm not sure of that.
we have to ask him. P21 is Tom Van Deer.
Underpass.
For some odd reason, like right where the M is, kind of look like 2 different letters. Alrighty, and let's get the message out for Garage 61. Garage 61 is the #1 app for telemetry and lap times on iRacing. Get your account set up with Garage 61 at www.garage61.net today.
Oh, what a great opening round that was.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to do this again. Where's the next circuit?
I
Let's have a little
believe it is. I believe James actually.
Virginia. It is Virginia on the 13th of April.
Yeah, and so how Sirius is doing theirs is that it's every 2 weeks they're doing the race as well. So
That's right.
So they will get quite a bit of break time between each races.
And it's going to be one hell of a season if that's anything to go off. You got the top 6 drivers are in 2 separate teams of 3, and they showed blistering pace.
Yeah.
Julian Altena and Milan also showed really strong pace. We'll see what their season looks like as well. I'm looking forward to seeing more of them. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks' time at Virginia. That's a really quick track as well. We'll
Yep.
see everybody goes over there.
And it looked like the next race is named the Dreamies 200. And that'll be at the FIR. Alrighty. So this is John Hansley. And
I'm Ben.
Yep.
I'm Ben.
and you guys have a good yeah. You guys have a good night. Take care and see you guys next time. Have a good night.
See you later. Alright, got it on. Is it done?